Hello, I'm Dow Bartling, and welcome to another episode of Dow's Weekly Digest. Well, the older I am, the more that I think. And the topic I would like to use today would be this. Don't just go with the crowd. Think for yourself. And the older I am, the more that I think. I kind of think of myself that I've never been one to just go along with the crowd. Now, maybe it's because of a little bit my nature and nurture. You see, I'm a Latino from a foreign country, Panama, a naturalized citizen. I'm left-handed. I'm under 5'7", and I'm a tumbleweed kid, a tumbleweed army brat who lived in 29 different states or countries. Now, when you grow up moving that much, you learn that fitting in isn't the same as belonging. And sometimes the best thing you can do is to think for yourself, even when everyone else is marching in step. Take birthdays, for example. Everyone celebrates them. Cakes, candles, cards. Here the person does. They blow on the cake. Germs everywhere, and then you cut the cake. The whole deal. But I've always thought, why do we all celebrate, it seems, the same way? On the same day, for the same reason. Instead of celebrating your birthday, how about celebrating the day you got your belly button? Yeah, your belly button. Now, stay with me here. I promise this isn't one of those, Dow's went off the deep end here. He's off the rail. It's not one of those moments. Please, bear with me here now. That little dimple in your stomach, it's not just a decoration. It's proof of your very first connection. It says you were once attached, body and soul, to someone who loved you before she even saw your face. So maybe we've been missing the real reason to celebrate. Maybe instead of celebrating the day we arrived, we should be celebrating the day we began. Because you didn't begin on your birthday. You began about 9 months ago. What I like to call your inception day. That's when your story really started. So, for example, if you were born in November, that means your inception day is probably sometime around February. Maybe Valentine's Day, which feels about right, doesn't it? And then there's another day indeed worth remembering. The day your mother saw your face for the very first time. Can you imagine that moment? After months of waiting and wondering, there you were. That phrase, it just gives me chills. The day your mother saw your face for the very first time. Hey, that's worth celebrating too. It even reminds me of a story from the Bible. When Elizabeth, who was pregnant with John the Baptist, she met Mary, who was carrying Jesus. The scriptures say that John leaped for joy inside Elizabeth's womb. He hadn't even been born yet, but he already knew something holy was happening. Life begins long before that first cry in the delivery room. So maybe we've just all gone along with the crowd on this birthday thing. And maybe too long. maybe we should each take a moment to celebrate our beginnings. Our beginnings. If your belly button says you were born in November, your story started in February. That's your real you day. The day God's plan for you quietly began to take shape. And then come November, celebrate again. The day your mother saw your face for the very first time. Because that day wasn't just yours. It was hers too. So don't just go with the crowd. Think for yourself. Celebrate yourself. Not just for the day you showed up, but for the miracle of when you begin. The older I am, the more that I think. And I think, blessed are they who ease the pain of misfortune, for they shall be called insurance agents. You take care.